All right, man. Let's talk about Errol Spence. Now Bernstein saying that Errol sound like Errol Spence. Uh, is about to duck Keith Thurman. Don't want to fight Keith Thurman at all costs. All right. At the end of the day, you don't really blame me because he know the backlash that he gonna get from the box community for turning around and fight Keith Thurman. Now watch how the narrative changed now. Now he said, well, I don't want to fight Keith Thurman. I don't want to fight Keith Thurman. I ain't gonna fight Keith Thurman now. Remember just a week ago, remember all he said it was all good just a week ago. uh the repo, man, the repo your vehicle, ready to start snitching, ain't you? He said, I forget your weak ass. Hustler just ain't you. Shout out to Jay. Now watch how the narrative changed back to Keith Thurman ain't shit. Keep Thurman done. He fought Barrios. He was outside the top 50. He don't deserve the great Earl the True Spence and all that type of stuff. Watch how the narrative change. That song by Loose Ends, slow down. That's kind of Bobby Valentino, but y'all know what I'm saying. He's that's how the narrative changed. How Keith ain't this, and then they were just bigging up Keith the other week. Oh, it's still a great fight. It's still a fight that Earl need, and he can hang his hat on and all that type of stuff. And you just sit here like, okay, yeah, all right. He said Earl Spencer isn't keen on fighting Keith Thurman. He says that Al Bernstein has serious doubt about whether IBF WBC welterweight champion Earl Spence intends on defending against Keith Thurman next. Bernstein can't put his finger on it, but feels that there's something about Thurman that is making Spence reluctant to pull the trigger on that fight, even though it's the second biggest money matchup in the 140-pound division behind Terrence Crawford. So he goes on to say, quote, that's a fight that people want to see. Aerosexual just said they want to see it. A lot of people thought that would be a fallback fight for Spence, but my sense of it is I just don't know that Errol Spencer's rushing to fight Keith Thurman. Commentator Al Bernstein told Fight Hype. He said, I don't think it has anything to do with running away from him. I just think it's something going on that he just isn't keen on. I don't know that wants to give Thurman an opportunity for his title. I don't know that for sure, but that's just my feeling. I think so. Al Bernstein said about Errol Spence giving a payback for ignoring him. That's bullshit, though. That's bullshit, though. Sal Heyman plan was never to make that fight. That's why it never was a contract. That's why the fight never came across Keith Thurman's desk. Errol Spence never told Al Heyman to send a contract, and if he did, Al Heyman never sent the contract for the fight. So, like I said, the lick must be messing up his head. The liquor must be messing up his head, and the other shit he doing must be messing up his head because he never went to Al and said, we'll send a contract. And if he went to Al and said, send a contract, yeah, I even never sent the contract. I even never planned to make that fight until now. That's why people say, well, how to keep Thurman become number one at the fighting Barrios and being outside the top 50. I told y'all. Al Haymon's promised him if he relinquishes WC belt, he promised him he'd get a title when he's ready, even though he lost to Pacquiao. That was for the WBO. That's exactly what happened. It was a backdoor deal. And I'm pretty much guessing Al Heyman want to force Errol Spence to take that fight now. Y'all say, why is this becoming relevant now? Because the WBC convention is going on. And if they don't order the fight, it's just because Al Heyman, did his job and didn't allow them to order the fight. They do order the fight. Errol Spence got to fight him. Did that mean Al Heyman wanted the fight to happen? It's simple as that. It's as simple as that. So, he don't want to fight. He don't want to fight him. But obviously, dude, it's obviously it's just to the point where if he gonna fight Butler, he's gonna go to 54. It's good for him to get that movement, to fight that movement. You know, it's good to get that movement. He's gonna fight Tony Harrison, he's gonna fight Lubin, he's gonna fight J Rock or whatever. You know, that's gonna be That's gonna be the ticket of fighting them type of dudes. He got to get that. He got to fight movers because you're gonna see movers going up to 54. Half the division can move, even guys that's still hanging around like Austin Trout. So you're gonna have to fight, and if you don't, if you're gonna fight Bud, um, it's good to get in the ring with somebody like it's good in there fight somebody like Keith Thurman. You use somewhat of that, get ready for that movement, even though they don't really move the same. But who knows? Will the Bud come out there sticking to moving? That's the game plan. You get ready to get live action and stick in the moving. In the back of your mind, Keith Thurman can't take a shot to the body. So it's kind of like having a safety valve in there too. So we seen what that Pacquiao clone was doing to him, tearing his ass out the frame in there. He couldn't handle that movement. We all know if he can't control you with the lead hand, you in trouble. That's how you beat Spence. Take away that lead hand. I guarantee you start pushing Errol Spence back. It won't be the same fighter. He damn near to the point where he remind you kind of them Eastern European fighters. But I just think he got more improv than him. He not as robotic. He got more improv. He can do things more off schedule a little bit, but he's not as technical as those guys are, though. So that's kind of a drop off. So when people say, "Well, Errol Spence technical," and he appear to be technical to people like that technical. They so technical to a point where they become predictable. He not that. He can do things off schedule. He can just do things that's kind of more unpredictable. If you catch my drift. So he don't want to fight Keith Thurman. My thing is he had like Keith Thurman had a contract, and Keith Thurman was refusing to sign the contract or ask for too much money in the contract. That's what I get from it. Like Keith Thurman really been ducking the contract. He hasn't. And if he is ducking the contract, then it's up to Al Heyman for it. Do you hear rumors about him becoming franchise champion? I remember when he got in the accident, they were saying that he didn't want to be franchise champion. So that'd be a lot of hypocrisy, but it wouldn't be the first in his career. Hypocrisy at that point. If you're gonna be franchise champion, you might as well just move up. That's how I look at it. You might as well just move up. That'd be the best thing for you. Just go ahead and move up. Just go ahead and move up. Cause then it won't be undisputed for Bud. It'll just be me getting my hands on you and choke you out like Homer did Homer Dubart. So, it would take away from how big the fight would be. No, fight still would be big. But it don't appear that he fighting again this year. So yeah, it don't appear that he fighting again this year. So, like I said before, I knew they was someone announcing this next fight November 5th. Now that boiled down to the fact that he don't want to fight Keith Thurman next. He want to wait for Bud and all that, or whatever the situation may be. Taking the franchise belt, you might as well just move up then. You might as well move up. He'd be the first black fighter to win the franchise belt, I believe. You might as well just go ahead and move up. But it ain't like Keith Thurman been ducking him. It's not like Al Heyman been trying to make the fight, and Keith Thurman just refused to make the fight. That's my thing. That's not been that. And like Bernstein, like it was in the article, it'll be the next most lucrative fight for him. It'd have been the big lucrative fight for him. So, it'd have been a lucrative fight for him. So, At the end of the day, you know, and I think it'd have been a good fight for him, kind of segue into a Crawford fight or segue into a Tony Harrison fight, in my opinion. I think it'd been a really good way to segue into that. The movement, the rhythm, so that's the thing. But I mean, at the end of the day, if he don't want to fight, he don't want to fight him. His fans should just change with the narrative. Whatever you go with, they act like they need to just say what they said about Keith Thurman and how it's a good fight, blood, and the fact remained that franchise belt or no franchise belt, Errol Spence ain't fighting again this year. He doing one and done. Bud staying active. Now if they turn around and fight next, that's gonna be the excuse of Bud beat his ass. Well, Bud got to fight. And Bud just fought in December. Earl ain't fought since last April. Why should I tell you? But it ain't like Earl. Al Heyman been, trying to make this fight. And Keith Thurman just been refusing. Al Heyman had no intentions on making this fight until now. And a lot of that got to do with Bud coming along. So it is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Shout out to Box News playlist. Shout out to Welterweight Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance of notifications. We go live, drop a video. Financially want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Peace.